everybody, it's good to see you. A couple weeks ago I wanted to do a follow-up on a privacy screen I set up in the patio area where my tenants hang out. I wanted to add a little bit more of a buffer between the patio and the street traffic. People are headed to the beach, are going that way, so there's a lot of street traffic so that people can sit here and have their little morning coffee and drink a little glass of wine at night. And I think we're getting there. I wanted to give you a progress report on the succulent picture frame I started making to embellish the top of this privacy screen. I converted an old picture frame. It was pretty large. It was about 16 by 20 inches. And I filled it with succulents and was waiting for it to latch and become secure enough to hang. But I felt like it was just too large. It was too heavy for me to manage. Especially once you water the succulent frame, it becomes really heavy. It would be too heavy to hang on this wood privacy screen. When I originally made a huge succulent frame, I hung it on the wall of a house. Converting an old picture frame into a frame that could be used for succulents takes a lot of steps. Plus, I don't like dealing with hardware cloth. It's the worst. It pokes, it cuts skin. It's hard to cut without having special scissors or special wire cutters. And I wanted to find a way to simplify the whole process because I wanted everybody to try making their own succulent frame for their garden. And I wanted to simplify, deconstruct, and make everything super, super, super easy. Try using a wood artist panel as your base for the succulent picture frame. And then instead of using the pokey, yucky hardware cloth, I like using plastic wire mesh, which is essentially chicken wire but in plastic form. It's pliable, it's easy to cut with household scissors, and easy to attach with a regular staple gun. Because I actually want to tie in the gray charcoal color of my planters. For this, I just want to use charcoal gray Rust-Oleum. So I'm going to spray paint this first. I don't really want to paint the inside where my plants are going to be resting. I don't think spray paint is going to be that good for plants. So I'm just going to cover the very inside of the picture frame. I'm just going to make it very solid with the picture frame. This step is absolutely optional, but I like putting one drainage hole in the back of the frame, just in case. So to retain moisture, I have a roll of coco fiber. I cut the coco fiber to fit the bottom of the picture frame. And that will help retain the soil as well as the moisture. On top of here, we're going to be putting the soil. Okay, I'm kind of packing in the soil. The next step, I actually want to add a little bit of sphagnum moss on top. The moss will keep the soil and the succulents secure and in place. Next, we're going to take our plastic wire mesh and staple it to the front of the frame. This is getting exciting. I'm not going to worry too much about the edging because your plants are really going to grow over that stuff. Let's see here. I'm going to be building my design so it's vertical. So I have take off a lot of the soil. I want it to be right about here. And for these small little succulent bugs, these holes should be large enough. Okay. A pair of needle nose pliers and a little bamboo stick or chopstick are the two tools you're going to need. So for this frame, sometimes you'll find succulents that are just too long. So you can go ahead and clip it. Don't be afraid, because it will root. It will root again. Okay, where do we put the hole? All right. So we're gonna put it right here. So open this way, and it'll open this way. Okay. And then we'll put it. I'm so happy the way the succulent frame turned out. I'm so glad that I decided on going a little bit smaller with it. It's going to be easier to manage, trust me. And I can continue to add more pots of things that I like on the different shelves. But in the meantime, I think I'll give it probably another week or two until I am able to hang it securely. But I think it's going to look fantastic. The succulent frame, I'm going to probably water it once every week, lay it flat on a table, water it horizontally, let it drain, and then I'll hang it back up. I'm so happy that you tuned in to another episode of Nutshell Living. And I think if you have a small patio or even a small balcony, this is a great way to add a little bit of personality. A succulent frame. Don't complicate things and do it the easy way. Okay, I'll see you next time on Nutshell Living. Bye.